Hey everyone, it's Donald. I hope you're having a great day. It's my last full day here in Portland, so luckily I'll be back home to my lovely wife and my kids here very soon. But I didn't sleep well last night. Really, it had me really thinking and really on my mind about just how everything's kind of gone over the last year, especially the last week or so, and how do we go move forward with everything going on, right? And I think the most important thing is working with customers. Okay, some companies forget they have customers. They don't take care of customer service. They don't do all that type of stuff. But we haven't forgot about customers. That's the only reason why we have a small business, right? We are a small business. There is four people, and it's one family, and that's all there is, right? We're a small business. So, but in turn, it's funny when people attack you or anything else when you come up with innovative ideas on how to improve machines, or you try working with companies that you have an innovative idea to try helping their machine work better, and they just, their engineers or whoever is making decisions, right, just doesn't want to work because they want to say, hey, our machine is the best possible, it can't be fixed, it's great, it's amazing. Well, obviously we know that's not the case, because other parts are getting released after they get released by our company or even another company. So we know innovative ideas can happen and ways to make things better. And I'm actually at a conference here. That's what I'm doing, right? And we're working innovative ideas and how to make things better and everything like that. And so it's really been on my mind. Is It's funny how I'm dealing with companies who are Fortune 100 companies this week, companies that are more successful than any freeze dry company that there is. And these companies are working together, right? Working together to make things better. And in turn, I want to reach out to any company that has a freeze dryer. If you have a process that you're trying to figure out, hey, how do I make this better? Shoot me an email, admin@fixmyfd.com. Go to fixmyfd.com. There's a contact link there too, right? If you don't understand your cost per ounce that you're selling of any type of product, if you're selling fruit or you're selling candy or whatever, you're behind the power curve, right? You need to know those costs by the penny on how much it costs to really make your product, and that includes your bag costs, your electricity, your insurance, your employees, all that type of stuff, right? How long does it take you to bag up so many bags and everything else, right? So Angel and I, we know when we operated our candy business, we knew exactly what those costs were. And it's been a while since it is, but I do remember we put 24 ounces of Skittles, 24, that was it, not more, not less. 24 was our magic number we believed was bringing us the best quality of Skittle, freeze-dried Skittle that was coming onto the market. In turn, I also knew that it cost me 45 cents per bag, printed bags. Angel and I did printed bags. They were made by EPAC. It cost us 45 cents per bag to put 4 ounces of Skittles in that bag. Okay, so we knew how long it took to make those Skittles. We knew how much it cost for those Skittles. We knew it cost us however many ounces was going in the bag. We knew that. We knew it was going to be, so much for electricity. We knew we could do 100 bags an hour once those Skittles are actually done. We could do 100 bags an hour in our filler machine, right? And that's just with one person. So in turn, we knew all of the costs that were affected by that business. So typically, I think we were at like $1.04, $1.05 per bag when it came to freeze-dried candy. And yes, if you're a business, you might be upset that I'm posting some of this information out, right? You're looking at $1.05 or so to make a bag of candy when we were doing it. If you look at most retail, you can make good profit margins, right? Some people are selling candy at $15 a bag. That's about 4 ounces. You're looking at $13.95 if you have our numbers of profit per bag you sell. And when you sell 1,000 bags, that's a ton of money. And that's why freeze dry candy is such a profitable business, right? So many people are getting into freeze dry candy because the business is profitable. If you're not profitable, you might be doing something wrong. That being said, Angel and I didn't do the retail side of business. We did wholesale business. So we weren't out there doing bazaars, craft shows, anything like that. We did one bazaar, and that was a wholesale show. That's all we did. And in turn, we got in contact with many businesses that wanted to carry our product. And one of those businesses was to include Walmart stores. Walmart, an amazing company to work with once you can actually figure out who you need to talk to and everything like that. And working with maybe a distributor, right? So we worked directly with a distributor who put our stuff in Walmart stores, who took care of all the stocking, all that type of stuff for us. So it was really hands-off approach. We delivered to the distributor and they took care of everything for us. That being said, we were happy because of the amount of volume we were doing. So think about how much you're working when it comes to craft shows and everything, and the stress maybe that you have. And hey, is that the best approach maybe for your business, or do you like it? I mean, you guys obviously you have high profit margins, so if you're getting at some good shows, you definitely can make a ton of money. Or maybe you want a little less stress and you work with a distributor or something like that, and you're happy with that. So I think at the end of the day, I think we were $1.05 or so a bag, and we sold it for, I think it was $3.25, right? So you're looking at $2 of profit. Okay, we took a huge cut on profit. However, when you do that and you're doing $18,000 a month to Walmart stores, yes, you take a huge cut, but you still have a good profit at the end of the month and a lot less stress, right? Not dealing with customers every day, not dealing with all that stuff. You're dealing with Walmart as a customer, and they have customers, obviously, that are still buying your stuff. But we didn't deal with those end customers at the end of the day. So really, what I'm getting at here is think about innovative ways to run your business, right? Think about innovative ways to make your freeze dryer better, because all those hours it takes, all that type of stuff matter at the end of the day. Those pennies should matter to you, because those pennies are going to add up when you're selling 20, 30, 40,000 bags of candies. Those pennies will add up. So just think about that. If you guys want any help with anything with your business, okay, I know freeze dry candy pretty well. We did extremely well until, and I don't want to get sued by my old business partner, until he locked the doors on us and demanded a new type of, he had an equity position, a very small equity position, and wanted royalties. And because we wouldn't agree to that, we got locked out of our business, unfortunately. So, but I wasn't willing to change the way the business structure was. It didn't make any sense for the candy business, for our business, to move to a royalty type structure with somebody who, in our opinion, wasn't providing much benefit other than a commercial kitchen that we were still paying rent on and everything else. So really, there was not a lot being provided, in our opinion. But think about innovative ways. That being said, if you have an innovative way that you would like to see a freeze dryer improve or anything like that, leave a comment down below. And if I can help you with your business, obviously leave a comment down below. But if you want to see how a freeze dryer can improve, or you have an idea, let's talk about it, right? And if we need to turn around and we're working something and hey, it's going to be a big idea most likely, then hey, let's see how we protect that for you, or we work together and we work a royalty type deal for you if we put it on Fix My FD or something like that, right? So I've tried working those type of deals with some other people. They, in my opinion, got greedy and wanted a lot more than what it was worth. but they got to go on their separate way. I went on my separate way, and we kind of, yeah, don't talk, but that's not on me. So I would love to figure out, hey, how do you move forward and all that type of stuff. But there's still legal things that, got to make sure we take care of, make sure stuff is done right and everything like that. So, but when it comes to demisters, when it comes to all that stuff, and I've seen a lot of people, some people have been emailing me about the Stay Fresh demister. So that demister, you can't see inside, you can't really open it up. It's all held by some screws. So I think what we're gonna do is look for a demister for the Stay Fresh. It will be the same size, most likely, that is on the Stay Fresh industrial pump. And the reason being is, and I'd have to go home and really look at it, that is already set up for that size of filter. But I think if we put a clear filter on there, you guys can see the moisture that is actually maybe coming into that. And then you can also take that filter off if it does get wet because of the moisture. You can dry it out, put a new one in. And I think that might improve some people's dry times, even though their dry times are already really good. So I've always talked about, I haven't released an update to the Stay Fresh unit, but I think after talking to some people, we might, I have to really run the numbers right. Is it profitable for us to do? I probably might release a new filter system for that with the same filter that we kind of released for fixing your Harvest Right or the Navac pumps and making sure those run better. I'm really looking into that, and it has to do with just people commenting, right? And what is the end user wanting to make their machines better or anything else like that. So if you have an idea that you are like, hey, I really don't like the hose that we have, or hey, I don't like the drain valve, or hey, I don't like such and such, right? Let me know. Let's see what we can look at. I'm not a fan of the Harvest Right drain tube that comes out of the bottom of the Harvest Right. So I really like how Stay Fresh has a metal tube that goes out of the bottom of the unit and goes out the side, and it's all metal. Problem is, when I looked at doing the upgrade to the Harvest Right unit, a lot of those drain valves that are on the bottom of that tube are cross-threaded, and they are almost impossible to come off. I cannot get mine off whatsoever. I've actually bent the frame on my Harvest Right unit getting or trying to even get that thing off. I've managed to get like a little slight turn, and that's about it. So in turn, that's one reason why we have never explored it further, right? If I can't fix that and I can't get it off without damaging the machine or anything else, I don't want you guys trying to damage your machine or anything else. That's why we talk about just, unfortunately, we talk about just putting some silicone in that area and then wrapping it with that silicone stretch and seal tape, because it could be leaking, but in order to replace it, you might damage the machine itself just because of how that was actually put on. It was not put on very well. We've seen it on many, many machines that it's not put on very, very well. People having issues. So is that supposed to be a replaceable part? Yes, but like if you damage that, you're never going to be able to replace that. It's just something that you're not going to be able to replace. So, but I have to get ready to leave and go do my real work for the day. But I wanted to just get on here, let you guys know to be innovative. Think about how you do your business on a daily basis. Think about how you do anything, right? Run those numbers to your business. Understand those numbers. Do you need to raise your prices? Do you need to, hey, are you happy with a certain amount of percentage or whatever when it comes to profits and stuff? I'm telling you right now, I wish I had the profit margins of a freeze-dry candy business, right? But nobody in their right mind is going to go pay $700, $800, $900 because I want profit margins that you guys have on freeze-dry candy. and it's good for you. I'm happy for you guys, and I'm glad to see that that kind of works, right? So, but keep it up. You guys are doing amazing things. I see stuff all the time. People will send me images, or we'll talk on the phone or whatever about upgrades that they're doing, or how they're running, how their business is running, or hey, I made it to this store and everything else like that. Heck, I've seen people open up their own candy stores and stuff. So you guys keep up the great things you guys have been doing. Run those numbers. Let's see how we can make you an even more profitable business, because you guys can definitely be more profitable. I'm sure you guys can. Or we get you guys into printed bags from EPAC or something like that, and you change the way you do business as a whole, because you guys are currently putting stickers on every single bag. I know you guys are doing it, or whatever you're doing. And printed bags were amazing. Angel and I absolutely loved printed bags, because you took them out of the box and you filled them. There was no extra work that was ever involved other than getting that initial design done. So think about that. Leave a comment if you guys need anything at all. Send me an email, admin@fixmyfd.com. If you're looking for upgrade parts to your machine, fixmyfd.com is where you can find them. So you guys have a great day, and I hope you guys have a good one, and let us know, as I said, if you guys need anything.